All right, Kinderguppies, here we go. These are the last two directed drawings we're going to do for our Mo Willems series. We're going to do Piggy, and we're going to do Pigeon's little friend, Duckling. I hope you guys have a lot of fun.
Today we're going to look at drawing Piggy. And I want you to take a look at Piggy here on the cover. Look at her eyes, look at her mouth. Piggy is usually way more happy and excited and adventurous than her friend Gerald. We're going to look through this picture book and we can see we drew this picture yesterday of Gerald, and you can look at Piggy here jumping and trying to fly, and here dancing and walking away, just so happy. So look at her eyes, look at her mouth. That's where a lot of her expression comes from. We're going to try and use one of these movement pictures of Piggy to copy. I think maybe one like this, where Piggy is dancing and moving. I think I like this one here. So to get started, guys, just like with Gerald yesterday, we've got our paper up and down long ways, and we're going to come to the middle, and we're going to start with that same sort of U shape that we've done in the past. But remember, the tops of the U shape come in a little bit. They don't come straight all the way up. I got my nice sharp pencil here, and I've got an eraser right beside me, because as I push lightly and draw, I don't want to worry about making a mistake and not being able to erase it if the lines are too dark. So I've got her belly here, and I'm going to come down straight, straight, and then I'm going to do a sort of triangle for her hoof, and then we're going to go here and just give a little bit of shading, just like that, to make her belly look round. And then we're going to come to this side, and we're going to go down and sideways, and down for her knee and sideways, and then that same sort of triangle shape for her hoof. And if you feel like you've made a mistake, Mr. McComb sees here that this part of the leg is a little fatter than that part. If you feel like you've made a mistake and you want to erase it, go ahead. But I'm happy enough with what that looks like. I'm going to come up here, we're going to do a circle for the head. We don't want the circle to be too big or too little, but just like Goldilocks says, just right. And when I look at that, I think it's a little bit too big on this side. That's okay. I'm just going to sketch in a smaller circle here until I'm happy with it. And then I'm going to erase what I don't like. And as it turns out, I think I'm going to stick with the original circle I had. But that's okay. As long as you do a good job erasing, when we go to color it, you won't notice that mistake. So we've got her head, and we're going to come up here, and we're going to do an ear, nice simple ear, and then over here another ear, and we're going to come in and we're going to erase this headline here, and we're going to do Piggy's snout. This is a bit of an oval shape, guys. It actually comes off the edge of her face. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't have any headlines in the middle of her nose. Just give it a quick erase, and if you do, give her two little nostrils. And because Piggy's feeling so chillax, we're just going to give her some cool eyes, some eyebrows, and her mouth. Nice happy mouth. And we're going to color it in dark. Now we're going to come here, we're going to erase a little bit of her belly line, and because this Piggy is a little bit fat, we're going to give her a little extra roll around her neck. And now it's time for her arms. This side's pretty easy, guys. A little bit of a curved line in that same triangle shape for her hoof. And then on this side, we're going to come out, and we're going to come back in. Actually, I'm going to make that corner a little softer. I don't want it to be so sharp. Come back in to her belly and a little bit down. And then here all I do is come straight in and a little bit down in that same triangle shape, and then I get rid of this belly line we've got here. Just like that. Pretty easy peasy. Now since she's moving, we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this to show her movement. And once more. And then I think to show the ground she's standing on, we'll even do... That just gives a sense of how fast she's walking, because it looks like she's running and jumping above the ground now. So I think that's it for Piggy, guys. Now we're going to do something a little silly. We're going to do Pigeon's friend, Duckling. And we're going to put Duckling in the picture right beside Piggy. Are you guys ready? Now Duckling is very cute. She's got a great big head, but she's not as big as Piggy here. So we're going to come over here and we're going to give a great big circly head. And we're not going to close it all the way in at the bottom because we've got to draw her neck. And her neck's pretty simple. Straight down. And actually Mr. McComb is going to change that because I don't want Duckling to be standing straight up and down. I want to give Duckling a bit of a cute tilt to her head. So I'm not going to go straight down. I'm going to go a little bit sideways down, guys. Do you remember what that's called? Sideways down is called diagonal. Let Mr. McComb just fix his mistakes there. Now, when you're doing your art, guys, if it doesn't look just like Mr. McComb's, that's okay. Because remember, everybody's different. Everybody's awesome. And I can see here that Mr. McComb's made a mistake by pressing too hard. Remember, the lighter you push, the easier it is to correct any mistakes you might make. I also think I'm going to make her neck maybe not quite so long. All right, now here we go. We're going to do her belly. Her belly comes a little bit out like this, and then around and up, and then on this side of her neck, you just go straight back and then up for her tail. See that, guys? That was pretty easy. And this line I've got here, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit, and I'm going to come like this. And what this is going to show is getting rid of that belly line. Here's one hand, well, one wing, right, guys? One wing, and then this is her other wing. And they come out to meet each other in the middle. And then down below, we're going to go straight down with one big loopy foot. And then over here, we're going to go not all the way down, and the foot's going to go up the other way. So this is part how we make her look so cute. And then over here, we're going to do her beak. You come up and down and in. And then you go out and down and back like that, guys. Now she gets cuter, just you wait. She's got a giant eye in the middle of her giant head. Look at that, as soon as I do that, she looks super cute, right? And her giant eye, giant pupil, right? And I think I'm going to give her some movement lines as well. I'll extend the ground and make her stand on it. And I'll just give her a little bit of movement line so it looks like she's asking for something, for a cookie or a hot dog. You know how Duckling always asks for something. There we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. Kinderguppies, through the use of movie magic, all of a sudden, our drawings have been colored. So I didn't walk you through the coloring process today, but I do want to point out that each of the drawings have been outlined. I outlined in marker, I outlined Piggy in dark pink, and then colored her in with a crayon on the inside. I used some black for the shadowing on the leg and the mouth and the eyes and the nose. And then for Duckling, everything that we outlined on Duckling was outlined in black. And then just orange for the feet and the bill, and yellow for the body and blue for the eyes. Pretty simple. Did the ground at the bottom, the movement marks in black as well. And right at the end, of course, I put my artist's signature. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I really want you Kinderguppies out there to take a picture of your finished work, send it back to Mr. McComb, share with me what you've done. I can't wait.